Hi everybody, it's Joanne here from GEMS, and today I'd like to talk to you about stress breathing. Now, when we're anxious, when we're stressed, when we're rushed, we change the way we breathe. Now, it's not just about how rapidly we breathe or how deeply we breathe, we actually change the way we use our body, our breathing pattern. That's what I'd like to look at with you today, because this will change the efficiency of your breathing. It will change the stability in your spine, and it will change your perception of tension and stress. So it's pretty important on all three counts. We're going to do it really simply. So I'm just going to invite you just to settle on a chair, connect with your feet on the floor, just take a moment to notice them, and to notice the feeling of your pelvis on the chair. And we're just going to become aware of the sitting bones. Yeah? We're not rolled off the back of them, but nor are we trying to sit bolt upright, because that's actually going to make it more difficult. We're just going to find somewhere where you think, I'm just sitting on my sitting bones. That will do. Now, we're also going to be doing normal, natural breathing. We're not doing deep breathing at the moment, because if you're already using a stress pattern, deep breathing will actually amplify that pattern, make it more stressful. We want to make it less stressful. So we're going to start with the kind of breathing that you would be doing all day throughout the day, natural breathing. So I'm going to invite you to place a hand on the chest and one on the belly. We are just going to look at the in-breath for the moment, and the question is simple. Does my top hand move when I breathe in, and does my bottom hand move when I breathe in? So let's give it a go. Just take a moment to settle into the awareness under your hands. Notice, does my top hand move? And does my bottom hand move? Now, what's moving our hands? Well, we're taking in the air into our thoracic cavity, our rib cage, but it's not just the rib cage that does the movement when we breathe. The pressure comes in, that presses down on all of our abdominal contents, our intestines and organs. They have to be moved out of the way too, to allow for the pressure. So actually everything expands from all the way up here to all the way down here. All of this is like a big container, and the whole thing gets bigger. So it's the pressure underneath the hands that actually creates the motion. But you might have noticed that your top hand is moving away from your bottom hand, and that looks like this. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the muscles all around my neck here, if I can get my hair out of the way, you see how much tension happens in my neck. So this creates a lot of stress up in this area. But even more interestingly, if you look at my back, when my top hand is moving away from my bottom hand, my back is getting shorter and moving inwards. Now, this is actually where the biggest part of my lungs is. When I breathe in, I want this to expand outwards. So if I'm letting this happen, then I'm actually blocking that. I'm blocking the air from coming into the largest part of my lungs. So it's easy to fix. Let's just come back to the hands again, being aware of whether this hand is moving upwards. And let's just see, can it move outwards? And if it can the belly do it too? Okay, now maybe that wasn't your problem. Maybe you got your belly doing lots, but your chest doing very little, or your chest doing very little and your belly doing lots. We just want to bring it all back into balance again. So, as you breathe, work out, is one not quite sure what to do, and just give it that little bit of encouragement to let go, to release and allow the air to press out from the inside. It's very much like having a balloon inside, underneath your hand. As it expands, presses in both directions. Okay, so if we have the in-breath sorted out, how about the out-breath? Well, on the out-breath, both hands should recede back again, but often one forgets to do that. So as you breathe in, just notice if both hands soften back to the starting position again. Now, for some of you, if you're stress breathing, you might find that you're using your stomach muscles to squeeze the air out. You don't feel very confident, you can just let the air go. But actually, in normal, relaxed, efficient breathing, the diaphragm is in charge of that. You don't need your abdominals to be squeezing the air out. Why are you doing it? Part of it is because we get tense in all of the muscles around our rib cage and we forget to relax the rib cage. So on the in-breath, just focus on letting the chest hand sink back to the start position again. So you might have not realized that you've actually inhaled and it stayed there. Then the tummy muscles have to work to squeeze the air out. So on your next out breath, just let the air go and let the chest relax. And the tension in the back of the rib cage, the back of the chest, let it all go. So both hands are now moving forward and both hands are now relaxing back into the start position again. All right. So now you know what stress breathing looks like and you know what stress breathing feels like. Check in with yourself, and if you're feeling particularly anxious, check in with yourself several times in the day. Sometimes it's even better if you really get the feeling of your hands on your body and just feel the palm and feel the motion under that palm as you breathe. Now, if we restore a lovely balanced breathing pattern, it means that when you do want to take a deeper breath, all you have to do is inhale for a little bit longer each time, which allows for more expansion, more air moving into the rib cage. And then again, just let it go, but remember to let everything relax back down again. Okay, so your mission today is see if you've got some relaxed breathing. Check in with it now. Check in with it a little bit later in the day. Enjoy some more relaxed breathing. Bye-bye for now.